Welcome, my people. Welcome to another live stream. I go by the name YaadBoss. What a day, what a day, what a challenging day. You see, whenever we come on screen, we make it look so easy. But Shanique and our evildoers, they are working hard not to go to prison. I had a live stream created 2 days ago and I had to cancel it because of the attacks that I received. You see, I'm a family man, and it's not easy to hold a live stream every single night. It's not easy because you have Pitney want attention, you have the lady want attention. It's not easy. So as I go along, I have to figure out a balance. I have to figure out a balance. But Shanique and the wicked people, them, you know what them I try to? They're trying to silence me. They're trying to silence me, my people. They're trying to silence me. Me and Surprise had a show planned. Well planned show. Time to confess. Time to confess. But we're gonna push on, you know. We're gonna push on. You see, the closer and closer we get to justice, the harder the battle is going to be. The closer and closer we get to justice, the harder the battle is going to be. Let me tell you something, right? When me tell you say, I'm reaching out to people even bigger than Andre. You see, the thing is this. We got the push from Andre. Wanna let me know in the comment section if you guys are hearing me clearly. Okay? Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. So, I told you guys that we have bigger advocates in Jamaica than Andre. He took on the case, and most of the people them say he did a good job in getting the exposure, but he ran away. As soon as I send that email to a monster juggernaut justice warrior, the attack started in my household. When you hear me just say to you a while ago, I'm not gonna stop reaching out to people, you know. Not because I got disappointed once, that means I'm not gonna stop. Thank you. When I hear me loud and clear. All right. That means I'm gonna stop? No. I genuinely want a proper investigation. First and foremost, right? I want a proper investigation in the disappearance and murder of Jayden Smith. That is what I'm asking for. I'm not asking for the Jamaican public justice system to charge people when they're not supposed to get charged. That's not what I'm asking for. That's not what I'm asking for. I'm going to continue to push forward. Continue to push forward. But trust and believe that we're going up against dark spirit. They're fighting very hard not to go to prison, my people. They're fighting very hard not to go to prison. And as of tonight, I will not be partaking in any back and forth with anybody, with any blogger, none of that. None of that. Yes, none of that. So, I just want to say this, right? I want to say this sincerely to Mato. I want to tell him to not to be discouraged, right? And that none of us are perfect. This is to Team Mato. None of us are perfect, right? I said my piece and I'm moving on. And I'm going to say to him to keep on pushing, right? I'd fight for justice for little Jayden Smith. And let all of us cross the finish line together. All of us that started out cross the finish line together. You see, the thing is this: we may not see it. Right now, we're looking and we say, boy, them not have Jayden Smith body. Them not do no investigation. A lot of us are discouraged. A lot of us are discouraged. We had our hopes up when Andrew came on the case. But me tell you something. This a boy, yeah. This a boy, yeah. No normal. J progress. No normal. If a warriors you not look for, we don't have 2 warriors on the case. Surprise no normal. Him a the spirit boss. There's a other couple of people no normal either, but I'm not gonna call their name. Uno, the ninjas, no normal. No, me telling you say last night me get some information, me people. That's why me telling you over and over, let's not accuse people wrongfully in the public domain. Do not. Because we have an army of brave mothers, brave fathers in the Yard Boss movement who are working. Them a work hard. They're working night in, night out hard. Yard Boss have eyes everywhere. Everywhere. I want to know, look, Andre got talk behind my back. And me get it. Yard Boss have eyes everywhere. Because the people them trust me. The people them trust me. And when them send me them information, me not go tell them where it come from. Right? And me ask them, can I release it? The people them trust me. Every single bit of information I may get, I ask them what I'm allowed to release. And then give me the marching orders. And sometimes them say release everything. I may say no. If I release everything, I'm going to blow your cover. I cannot release everything. So I am protecting them at the same time when them give me the information. Yes, my people, them a work hard, but I want to know for pray for me. Because they're trying to silence me. Me tell you no. Me just send an email to somebody big. Big. When that person turn on their mic and talk, the entire Jamaica pay attention and listen. The entire Jamaica pay attention and listen. In Jamaica and abroad. And if that person feel the pain of Andrew, feel the pain of all the mothers who are fighting for justice for Jayden Smith, that person will turn on the mic and address the nation of Jamaica. Address the nation. And public pressure will mount. The person is not a police officer. The person is not a part of the DPP. But the person is a powerful voice. The biggest voice that I can find, true justice warrior, the biggest voice. And you know, say, that came to mind today. I was doing some yard work, washed two of my vehicles then. And then as I was on my way from the car wash, light bulb moment, subconscious, or you can call it subconscious, you can call it Holy Spirit, spoke to me and say, reach out to that person. Reach out to that person. And as soon as me draft the letter and press send, attack start. When you hear me just say a while ago, prayer warriors in the Yard Boss movement. As soon as me press send, me have to cancel the live stream. And you know notice, me send Surprise the link, and I know Surprise no join yet. Me tell him to take him time, because I was talking to him earlier. Tell him take him time, because maybe he might get ready. Yeah, I had to talk to Surprise about the attack. And a lot of people lined up, to join the stream. And then they cancel. They must say, what was going on? But thank you guys so much for coming into the stream. Please like it. Please share it. So more people will join. The fight rough, my people. The fight rough. The fight rough. In upcoming live streams, I'll be touching on a couple of points, a couple of new developments in the Jayden Smith case. New developments that a lot of people don't have. Because people want to know, say, when they must send them information to people, them life is not going to be in jeopardy. And when them call me tell them exactly how to operate. Exactly how to operate. We have some brave soldiers, man. Some brave soldiers in this movement. Yeah. Brave. And I call upon every brave soldier, family members, friends, associates. The number is on my YouTube channel. Go on it and call me. If you know something and you want justice for Jayden Smith, call me. I'm reaching out to Shanique's husband. Yard Boss is reaching out to Shanique's husband. The number is on my YouTube channel. Call me. Call me. Mr. T also. Mr. T. I know all of you guys are watching these videos. They're paying attention. And last night I received confirmation that tied to that overnight flight that Shani took from JFK to Jamaica. I received the confirmation. When I see the boarding pass, I will tell you guys what confirmed that in future live streams. Remember now, I am not a professional detective. You don't have to be a professional detective to have high-level investigative skills. I'm not the only one on the case with high-level investigative skills. No, there's a couple of us. To be quite honest with you, there's a couple of us. Head teacher K is one of them, even though sometimes she said the boy yard boss. Yeah, head teacher K is one of them. J Progress is one of them. Shanda is one of them. Shanda bad like yours. But she says she's shy. I hold those people in high regards. Surprise is another one. And there's a couple others that I won't call their names. So Shanique husband, I'm hearing that you're a man of integrity. And I can confirm that you did not fly down with Shanique. I can confirm that you did not fly down with Shanique to murder Jayden. I can confirm that. Them say you is a man of integrity. You're in the US Army. I'm not going to tell the branch that you're in. I'm just going to say that you're in the military. Trying to do good in life. Trying to build a future for you and your children. Yes. And you can't mix up in a this baga. If you know something, the honorable thing to do, you made a oath to the Constitution of the United States of America. That comes with some weight, my brother. That comes with some weight, my brother. If you know something, say something. Because me and you know what is going on. Me and you know what Shanique probably did. Not about Jayden. Jayden is a big one. But there's also another thing. See my number, call it, tell us what you know. And whatever you tell me, it will not be played in public. I just want to have a conversation. I wouldn't even turn it over to whosoever. I would leave it up to you to contact. I'll tell you who to contact. I'll tell you who to contact. I'll create a safe channel for you to contact someone and tell them what you know. Yeah, you're a honorable man. That's what I'm hearing. And that is the reason why I tell bloggers not to accuse people wrongfully. Not to accuse people wrongfully just because you want views. Don't do it. This is life or death. Don't do it. Shanique murdered Jayden, and she was probably scared for her life. Yeah. Probably the first murder. And she panicked. Her head was boiling. She murdered him. Sister Carrion said she was hungry. But when she took the life, reality sits in. And she panicked. And she called Smaddy for help. And the Smaddy what she called for help is working night in, night out. Not to protect her, but to protect the hands that got dirty. People out here really believe, say, is Shani getting protection? Is Demar getting protection? Is Romain getting protection? Not at all. Mm-mm. They're not the ones getting the protection. Mm-mm. The person who got their hands dirty, those are the ones who are getting the protection. We're going to continue with the show. I don't see surprise yet, but I can cover the material of the show tonight. Confession. So the thumbnail say, I command you to confess. Keep on leaving on the thoughts in the comment section, my people. And please like the live stream. And if this is your first time seeing me on your screen, please subscribe to the channel. This Yard Boss channel right here is going back to basics. Right now we have Chat and Laugh 2 nights. I believe it's Thursday night and it's Saturday night. The mother voice, that is Chat and Laugh. The mother, right? The passionate mother who wants justice for Jayden Smith. And we have Surprise. I believe Surprise is scheduled for Wednesdays and Sundays. Yeah, Wednesdays and Sundays. And he's bringing the spiritual approach on this channel because trust and believe, I got a big spiritual attack earlier. That's why I had to cancel the first live stream that I set up. And I say, I'm not in the frame of mind to do a live stream because I like to be settled and in the right frame of mind when I'm talking to my people then. And I spoke to Surprise and him said to me, Yard Boss, you need to create a balance within your household. Because the enemy is trying to silence you. The enemy is trying to silence you because the closer you get to the powers that be to do a proper, thorough investigation in this case here, attack is coming. Let me tell you the attacks that have received so far in this case here. I've been beating Shanique for a while now. And you know what them send my way? I'm a very good driver. I've escaped many, many accidents. One day I was traveling on a 3-way bypass, 3-lane bypass. I was merging onto the interstate. So I'm in the right of way. I'm in the extreme right lane. I'm merging onto the interstate, minding my own business. Out of nowhere, a white Mercedes Benz licked me in the driver's side. I tried to steer to stay on the road. But guess what? I could not stay on the roadway. Could not stay on the roadway. And guess where me I end up? I was going straight into a light post. The woman licked me out of nowhere. You know? I said, wait, how this happen? You just licked me, sir. Straight into the pole. I missed the pole. Inches. Inches I missed the pole. Car right off. 30,000 US dollars to fix the car. Car right off. Those are the attacks that is coming our way in this case here. the people. We have to stay prayed up. And I went out to buy the same car. And guess what? Anxiety. Every time I went around that steering wheel in that the car there, anxiety. Me a look. And me a say, who else gonna come running at me? Anxiety. I bought it. And I was actually talking to a therapist. Because my primary doctor, she's a very, very good doctor. She said, I'm going to recommend you do this because your anxiety level is extremely high. And you know what the lady tell me, say? Return that the damn car there and go get something else. Do not get back into that the vehicle there. Go get something else. Attacks all over. And now they're trying to infiltrate my household to silence me. Continue to pray for me, my people. Remember, you know, you guys saying, Yard Boss, I want to see you every night. I can't do it every night. That is the reason why we have help. Chat and Laugh is hosting her show 2 nights a week by herself. Me and Surprise mesh well together. Okay? I like the dynamic that me and Surprise bring. So you're going to see me and Surprise together. Right? It's not easy, my people. It's not easy being on the front lines trying to send people to prison. It's not easy. And they're getting legal help from a prominent lawyer in Jamaica. I'm not going to call the name on the air, but I believe my spidey sense is telling me that the principal received the information that I sent to Andre. That is what my spidey sense is telling me. And that the talking points that he came out with Andre and Ishmael, that is directly from a top lawyer in Jamaica. No circumstantial evidence. Nobody, no crime. Emotions does not solve case. Evidence do. Who that sound like? If you don't know, keep it to yourself for now. Let me repeat it. Emotions does not solve cases. Facts do. Yes, my people, them lie up. Them lie up. Yes, but you have them say them smart, but you don't need a college degree to be a ninja in this movement, yeah. We going to prove them, say, them not smarter than the Yard Boss army. We're going to show them, say, once you have the will, justice will prevail. You don't need no big lawyer title. You don't need no big set of degree. All you need to do is have wisdom, understanding, spiritual discernment, and stay prayed up, and justice will prevail. I tell you, them going to get a shock of them life, you know. Them going to get a shock of their life, you know. Ay, ay, ay. What they did, they basically exposed what is going on. That is what I'm doing now. Exposed what is going on. Exposed who they are trying to protect. That is what happened. They expose who they're trying to protect. You see, I'm well in tune with everything that is going on in Jamaica. Most thing that is going on in Jamaica, well in tune. Every morning me wake up, Observer, Cleaner, TVJ. Those are the mainstream. But then I have a tool that I use to pull up stories that is not even in the mainstream media. TikTok is a good source to, going over TikTok to really see what is buzzing in Jamaica. Well informed. So when me see them make a 360 turn, me say, okay, I see the strategy. Them a defend while we are trying to prosecute the murderers. And the defense is not for Shanique. It is not for Shanique. 100% guaranteed it's not for Shanique and for her family. Because they pull zero weight in Jamaica. Zero weight in Jamaica. If it was Shanique alone, Shanique would not be allowed to leave the island. When you hear me just say to you a while ago, if it was Shanique alone, I wouldn't say he's not to be trusted. I would not say that about Andre. I would not say that. What you guys have to understand is this. Politics is one, right? We have to thank him. Because I was mad enough, but now I'm calm down. Okay? We have to thank him for giving us the exposure and that push, right? Thank him for exposing who they're trying to protect. Because even though them come out and them talk elegant, me see right through what them a say. Right through what them a say. Because remember, they called on Azana, whoever his name is, to release footage. They called on the immigration officer. And the plan was to get the investigative body, the head investigative body, to elevate the Jayden Smith case into a murder investigation. But they went and they spoke to a high-profile lawyer. And the high-profile lawyer is a defense lawyer. And if the lawyer is defending someone, he's going to give Andre and Ishmael marching orders. And the marching orders that they received is emotions does not solve cases. Facts and evidence do. And we don't even have any circumstantial evidence in the case, which is a bold-faced lie. But because they have a loyal support over there, right? Some people follow blindly. And that is the reason why we are growing little by little, right? Because me don't want nobody over here that is following blindly. I want my people them to say, oh, if YaadBoss says something, and regular you guys do it. If I say something, you guys will be like, YaadBoss, look at it this way. Me not agree with that. That is what we want. Not I'm going to come out and be like, we don't have circumstantial evidence in the case. And the way how them put it across. But me see right through it. Me see right through it. Me say, oh, that is the plan. You guys are defending someone. You switch from being a prosecutor, wanting to probe and dig, to being a defense attorney. Not defending Shanique. Shanique is the murderer. The person that you're defending is not the murderer. but he's probably knee deep in the cover-up. But do not be discouraged. Do not be discouraged, my people. Pray for me. Pray for me have some understanding in my household. So this is a mission that we need to accomplish, to stay steadfast in. Yes. So, we say confession. We're calling for a confession. So we need to continue to fight for little Jayden Smith. Even when them tell us we don't have no evidence. And even when them tell us we have no body, no crime. We need to understand that the God that we serve is mighty and powerful, my people. A lot of times when you call me, I want to say, Yard Boss, do you believe we're going to even get a proper investigation in this case here? But my people, I don't know who to trust in the public domain. And there's certain things I can't say. I have a group of people that I can trust. But I can't divulge what that group of people is doing. But if I'm coming out to you and I'm saying, keep on praying, hold the faith, a big surprise will be coming. I can't tell you no when. I can't tell you no soon. Okay? But just be patient. Be patient. I want to keep on praying for Andrea Peart. Lift her up. Pray to the Almighty to remove that the spirit of alcoholism from her. Pray for her. Pray for her. She may need rehab. That's why I'm telling you, me I beg you, say, please join as a member. Support the channel. Become a member. Me not gonna come out here and beg on no money. There's a cash app on my channel. Please feel free to support the channel. Whatever I wanna have, $5, $10. Because whatever I do comes directly out of my pocket. And it's not just Jayden Smith case that I'm advocating for. There are people reaching out for me for true advocacy. Some of those will never make it on the air. Some of those will never make it on the air. Even though the people them must say, Yard Boss, can you bring it to the air? And it's going to expose those people. You see, them not really understanding that I'm trying to protect them. If somebody is taking advantage of you, I can't bring it to the ear, because then I'll be jeopardizing your life. Right? So not every content is good content. No. I'm not in this to take advantage of people just for content, views, and money. What we're doing is true advocacy. That is what we're doing. We're advocating for Jayden Smith spirit. We're advocating for Andrea Peart belly pain. That is what we're advocating for, That is what we want justice for, I don't know the father. I don't know the father. I would like to talk to him because he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. You understand? What Jayden Smith father is going through, and even now, he was drinking before. Imagine what he is doing now. His twin sister daughter murder him son. Make that sink in. His twin sister daughter murder him son. He was the one who Andrine gave her baby to at 5 years old, the daddy. The daddy took the baby to Mr. T and him sister. And him sister own a pitney murder for him pitney. He is living with guilt. He is living with guilt. And probably burying in sorrow in a bottle. Living with major guilt. And don't take that guilt lightly. Don't take that guilt lightly. Because if he's anything like me, I am super protective over my pitney them. You just wait until that man gets some clarity in our brain. Right now, he's probably clouded with the spirit. Just wait. Pray for him too. Pray for him. People bash him. But pray for him too, because he's living with serious guilt. He took his child over to them. And him own a twin sister. As soon as clarity kick in, that man is going to be a danger to that the family there. If him get clean tomorrow, he's going to be a danger to that the family there. If him really and truly loving baby boy. Because there's no way my twin sister pitney can murder my pitney. And me just silence or not do nothing. Hell and powder house. Me say hell and powder house. Even if I'm not gonna hurt them physically, I would hurt them at the courthouse. I would do everything in my powers to gather as much evidence upon them and bring it to the people them who is not corrupt. Pray for that man. Let's not give up on Andrine, and let's not give up on Jayden Smith father. Both of them right now need clarity in them life. Pray for clarity. Pray for strength. Pray for the two of them to work together. Pray for the two of them to work together for justice for them pitney. Want to hear me say, my people? Pray for Jayden Smith father. Pray for Jayden Smith mother. so them can unite and fight for justice for them pitney. What a powerful statement that would send to the entire Jamaica if the two of them march out in unity. The two of them march out in unity. If he's able to put down the battle and reality sits in and him say, I am not choosing my family side anymore. I'm choosing to defend my baby boy that my twin sister Pitney murder. Powerful, powerful statement. Is that possible? Yard Boss family? You think we would see that? Anything is possible. Once Father got to work, anything is possible. Anything is possible. So we say that many crimes, right, can be hidden for years. I don't think Jayden Smith's crime is going to be hidden for years because a major breakthrough is on the horizon. Some crimes may escape the law, but no one escape their conscience. Tonight's theme is confession. Some crime may go unpunished in the eyes of the law, but those who murder people have to live with their own conscience. When them go to them bed at night time, can't sleep. Have you ever read the diary of a murderer? A man who have one whole heap of dopey on him? There was one, I don't remember what his name, not Natty Morgan. There was one of them. Was it Natty Morgan? Probably. But when you look, no, it wasn't Natty Morgan. I don't remember his name. It's a recent one. Died maybe like a couple years ago. When he was taunting the police and telling the police them, say, come and catch me. When you read the diary, sleepless nights, dopey hand them, paranoia, always seeing the spirits haunting them. That is what Shanique is going through. That is what the male in the vision that Sister Carrion saw, that is what that person is going through. I believe his name is Romain. And if Demar was there, that is what Demar is going through. Sleepless nights, constantly looking over their shoulders, waiting for the authorities to knock at their doors. When she dey at work at daytime, she can't concentrate because she's constantly waiting on ICE to come pick her up, to put her in detention and get her ready to go back to Jamaica to be tried for the murder of Jayden Smith, to face a jury of her peers in Jamaica. Constant guilt arrived them. So the Bible says, thou shalt not kill. That is one of the 10 commandments in the Bible. Thou shalt not kill. So my question to Shanique, did you murder or kill Jayden accidentally? Or did you plan it? Did you buy a concoction at the pharmacy? The concoction never worked, and then you broke him up till him a bleed. Put him in the suitcase and discard of his body in a hole somewhere up there in a spur tree. The vision say you were hungry. So it's not an accident. It was premeditated. But Shanique is a hard nut to crack. Hard nut to crack. The vision say it's going to be the male figure that was there on the crime scene to confess. The male figure that is there on the crime scene, his conscience is riding him. I say to you, Romain, confess. But people, let me ask you a question. Well-thinking people in the YaadBoss community, well-thinking people. If we're calling these people name on social media, why them not sue any of the bloggers them yet? Huh? Why we have not received a letter from an attorney from any of them involved saying cease and desist. Stop calling my name. Stop calling my name because you're defaming my character. Why haven't we received a letter from Shanique? Why haven't we received a letter from Demar? Why haven't we received a letter from Mr. T? Why haven't we received a letter from Anne-Marie? And why the principal of Manchester High School has not issued a letter to all of the bloggers to cease and desist from calling my name in your publication because you are assassinating my character and I'm not involved in the murder and disappearance of Jayden Smith. Why? A lack of a letter from an attorney shows guilt, shows cover up, shows that Jayden Smith was murdered. Lack of your boarding pass, Shanique, shows guilt, shows your participation in the murder of Jayden Smith. Shanique, if you did not murder Jayden Smith, Romain, if you were not present when Jayden Smith was murdered, contact an attorney. Ask your attorney to send a cease and desist letter to every single blogger who has ever called your name and request that they removed any mention of your name from their platform. Same to you, Shanique. get your attorney to write every single blogger wherever call your name and tell them to cease and desist and come off of your name, Shanique. And while you're at it, Shanique, publish your boarding pass. Let's wait and let's see if the letter will surface. Today is what? The 15th of March. Let's wait and see if the letters will surface. People in the chat, people in YaadBoss community that is watching this live stream, do you believe that they are brave enough to issue a cease and desist letter to all of the bloggers and request that the bloggers then take down whatever we say about them? Do you believe that they're bold enough to sue any of the bloggers then? Because if they sue a blogger, now we're entering into discovery. Now they have to prove that whatever the blogger them say is false. That is it. They have to prove. And remember, my people, using the common sense, the bloggers them call Shanique real name over and over again. Shanique Lawrence. Shanique Lawrence. If she sue, discovery come into place. She would have to provide her boarding pass. Because she have to prove, the assassination of her character. She have to prove that whatever we're saying in the public domain is false. And she have to go sit down on the oath and chat. And it's going to be recorded. And this is how the questions would go if Shanique sue any of the bloggers there and go sit down in front of a judge in our courtroom and say, prove your case, young lady. Why do you believe that this blogger right here is tarnishing your character and whatever him say, no go so? The first question would be, can you provide your boarding pass to show that you did not take a JetBlue airline from JFK between the hours of 9:30 and 11 o'clock and fly to Norman Manley International Airport in Jamaica? She would have to provide a boarding pass. She would have to provide a boarding pass. Because if we're going to believe Mr. T's story of seeing the wicked evil girl at 9 o'clock, the only way the wicked evil girl could arrive in Jamaica to see Mr. T would be from JFK. And last night I confirmed that the wicked girl was in New York City. She would have to disprove all of those allegations against her. She would have to do that. She would have to do that. And she would have to disprove the alibi of arriving at the hospital at 7:09. She would be under oath. And guess what that would have come with now, my people? Subpoena powers of the person that she's suing. The person that she's suing in any court of law would be able to subpoena the camera footage at Megamart for Jayden Smith, because this is all connected to Jayden. Subpoena Little Caesar. And guess where else? The hospital, the pharmacy. Subpoena Mr. T. Subpoena Romaine. The wicked mama Ann would have to come a court and talk under oath. When was the first time you see a wicked picnic? So that in itself would be a mini trial. That's why Shanique can't do it. She have to continue to live her life looking over her shoulders, wondering when them are going to come pick me up. A legal law-abiding citizen would not allow people to be living on their names night in, night out without issuing a cease and desist letter to the people they want to call up in here. Yeah. Cease and desist letter wouldn't go nowhere, you know. That is just the start. Because people who know the law and how courthouse business go, a cease and desist letter, that's where that. Some cease and desist letter because you don't want to go through the whole ring-around and you don't really, you just move on. But this one, yeah, you would ignore it. And then when you file defamation of character within the court of law, then the ball games begin. Then the ball games begin. Yes, my people. Then the ball games begin. So what silence do in a murder case when somebody murder somebody? That person's soul destroys slowly. Every day, Shanique's soul is destroying. She's walking like a headless chicken, staring, constantly looking over her back. Her soul is slowly dying, my people. Slowly dying. Slowly dying. So I call upon Mr. T tonight. I heard J Progress called upon Mr. T to confess to whatever he knows. I call upon the husband of Shanique Hope tonight to call me. And even if you don't trust me, call somebody in Jamaica, retain an attorney. Or you can give a public statement on your platform. If you already move on with your life and you not trust the wicked girl again, and you know what the wicked girl do, them say you is a man of honor, and I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that you are a man of honor. Mhm. Sworn to protect and serve the United States of America. That's an honorable thing to do. And the honorable thing to do in this case, yeah, if a wicked girl give you a jacket, your boy pitney, it is time to stand up loud and proud and tell us what you know. Because if she indeed gave you a jacket, she no love you. Mm-mm. She no love you. I don't know if it is a jacket yet, but you know what I'm talking about. If the wicked girl give you a jacket, the honorable thing to do is to come out and tell us. If the wicked girl tell you say she murdered Jayden, and you would be a hero in Jamaica. Yes, you would be a hero in Jamaica. I heard that you came from a good family. A good upstanding family. And that is the reason why I did not join the bandwagon to tear you down. That is the reason why I did not join the bandwagon to tear you down. And I cautioned the public. And I said, if you don't have concrete proof that this man was on that plane, refrain from saying that. The nation is depending on you. If the wicked girl give you a jacket, that is the worst jacket to get. Your first boy pitney. That is a cruel deal. Cruel. You can't live with a murderer. You cannot build a life with a murderer. You cannot love a murderer. You cannot go to bed at night time and hug up and love up a murderer. If you're a man of honor, you can't do that. No. How the people them describe you, you can't do that. I don't think you're going to be able to continue to live your life knowing that the person who you marry probably gave you a jacket and is also a murderer. You can't continue to live your life like this. Free yourself. Free yourself from that burden. Free yourself, my brother. Them say you come from a good family and you're a man of integrity. Not everybody can take the oath to defend the United States of America. No, you is a brave man. You is a brave man. Especially now what is going on in the world. You is a brave man. Because any day you will be deployed. to go overseas to fight to protect the land that you now call home. And I know deep down your conscience is bothering you. Say the wicked girl go breed and the pitney is not for you. Yes, my people. Let's get to the comment section. Let's get to the comment section, and I'm going to open the phone lines. What a night, what a night. Had to cancel the stream, but I was able to clear my head. I was able to clear my head and come talk to the people there. All right. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. Please like the stream. Please subscribe to the channel. Please consider to become a member of the channel. And if you want to help me to build a war chest, you can consider donating to the Cash App on my channel page. And this is a general fund. I'm not going to be saying, okay, this is going to be dedicated to this and this is going to be dedicated to that. Because when you do that, you open up yourself, you're a bunch of pasa. I mean, in the pasa. You guys don't know me for being a mix-up person in a pasa. Right? We are marching forward, and our focus as of this day moving forward is real and true justice for Jayden Smith. And we need everybody on board. We need all of the bloggers on board. We need those who are now discouraged and feel like people turn them back on them. Even if you turn on your live stream and 2 people over there, show the people them your heart. Show the people them that you're really and truly in this for Jayden Smith. And redeem yourself. Right? And the people them will come back. Do not be discouraged. We are forgiving people. And we can look by you and tell whether or not you change. And you see when the people them look by you and say them can see the pureness of your heart, they will start coming back. They will start listening to you again. We need everybody marching forward. You see, the thing is this, right? I have to protect my sanity. I have to approach this with a clear headspace. So from time to time, I cancel out the noise. Whenever I see people are trying to attach to me forcefully, I distance myself. My relationships need to be organic, not forced. Organic, not forced. I have a lot of you guys over here who started out with me from we have nobody over here. The first time I turned on a live stream, I don't even know how much people came over here. Whenever I produce our videos, if we get 100 views, we're happy. If we get 200 views, we're happy. Until it moved from 200 views to 10,000 views to 20,000 views. Those are the people that we want over here. Like-minded people. Not people over here for pasa and bring news from this and one to that they want there. And try to discourage and try to tear us down. No. Because whatever I want to hear coming out of my mouth, is research. Research. Extensive research. You know how much hours it take to prep for this I show you tonight? I may not even cover all of the materials. When you notice surprise didn't even get a chance to join. He's probably in the whole stream that I sent him. Hours upon hours it take to plan this I show you. Yes, my people. Let me put the number here. Let me get this number on this thing here. 1 second, 1 second. All right, 646 529 1535. 646 529 1535. Yes, my people. Another day, another day, another day, fighting for justice for Jayden Smith. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. I was discouraged earlier. I was discouraged earlier, but people, my head gone earlier, bro. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you. Blessings, Sir YaadBoss. Good night, YaadBoss family. Justice for Jayden Smith. All right, so the number is on the screen. So please call in if you want to voice your opinion on what we covered tonight. All right. Big up yourself, Linda Jennings in the chat. Let's find all the members in the YaadBoss community in the chat. So we want to say big up to yourself, Maureen. Maureen is the mother of the YaadBoss community. She has been here for a long time. Maureen, big up yourself. We want to acknowledge Linda Williams Jennings, acknowledge Hazel Sweet, and let's see, Sherilyn Fletcher, big up yourself. Thank you so much for joining as a member. All right, let's see, Marcia Prince, big up yourself also. Thank you so much for becoming a member. And let's who else in here. All right. And we have Headley. I can't pronounce your name, you know. It is Gezeta. Gisetta? Okay, I think I get it now. Gisetta Headley. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. All the members of the YaadBoss community, please consider joining today. Please consider joining today. All right, so let's see here. Still going through to find all the members. Some of the members, they don't comment, but they still support the channel. All right, so I want to acknowledge the person behind this name. It is Programmer Dude 712. This is a converted soul right there, so you know, a converted soul. When you first start out, that the person behind that page is also an OG in the YaadBoss community. Yeah, when he first started out, I say continue to comment. I won't block you. And eventually, that person cross over and start chanting justice for Jayden Smith. You see, I understand when people troll on the internet, and I figure that person was trolling. But when him says me not feed into the trolling, the true person behind the name came out. All right. So the phone line is open 646 529 1535. All right, so we're going to go through some of the comments and wait and see whether or not the phone is going to ring. Okay, so warriors indeed, stand up indeed. Yes, I feel that things have cleared and settled now. That's how I feel too. Yes, clear and settled now. Keep the secret private from the public. Yeah, you can't say everything. Not even at the members chat. Like I started out, so I leaked some information in the members chat. I'm not gonna take it down, right? But I didn't like leak the actual address of a house that we're probing. But it's still there. I think we found the house that Shanik actually went in up in Perth Road, but I can't disclose the location. I have the address, but I can't disclose it. All right, on the right path, Yard Boss. Big up. So Yard Boss, don't let it keep. Okay, don't let it out. Keep something secret and surprise everyone. Yeah, people are going to be into for a big shocker in this case. Yeah, justice for Jayden Smith. We need justice. The devil will not win. The devil is trying to silence me night in, night out, my people. Thank God, I feel better. Justice is coming. Yeah, tell you like, if you guys see me here, right, fighting for justice for Jayden Smith night in, night out, that mean we're working. If I believe that there's nothing left to be done, I'm going to come out and tell you that there's nothing left to be done. That there's nothing else that any blogger can do to bring any justice or even investigation in a Jayden Smith case. Yeah. But tonight, as of today, I don't feel that way. I feel that we have a lot of work, a lot that can be done. A lot that can be done, and a lot that will be done in the Jayden Smith case. Because guess what? Right now, we have the wicked murderers them running. Let me just say a while ago. We have the wicked murderers them running. And them a plan. Them a work hard to stay out of prison. Yes, working hard to stay out of prison. But let me tell you something. That's not gonna work. Because we have some serious prayer warriors inside of this Yard Boss movement, yeah. Some serious prayer warriors. And for those of you in the movement who don't really believe in the spiritual stuff, yes, if you're in this fight, yeah, there's no way. There's no way you're not going to say God not involved. Because me feel it. I am feeling it. Yes, I am feeling it. And if the people them in the movement that is on Shanik case would be a little bit more vulnerable with the people them, one will see say them also under attack. My spirit strong, you know. My spirit strong. My house will stay prayed up. But you can be prayed up and the enemy find a way to come in and shut you up. If I miss a live stream, that is one victory for Shanik. Oh, the boy Yard Boss no live per my name tonight. Him shut up. We're winning. when Andre brought us on his show and then made the 360 turn, I jumped for joy over there. I said, yes, Andre. All right, let me answer this call. Yeah. Hello, good evening. This is Yard Boss. You're live on the air. Yeah.
I wanted to find out what happened to Surprise tonight.
I don't know if he was in. I sent him the link earlier. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure, but we can try it another night though. Maybe tomorrow night I'll have him back. You know.
Okay, because we was looking forward
Mm-hmm.
to hearing Surprise tonight.
Yeah.
Especially the Sunday night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know you guys love Surprise. I know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
His knowledge in the spiritual world is very high and deep.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he opened up our eyes to a lot of new things.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do this exact topic again with Surprise. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll redo it again. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That would be nice to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
My other question is, who now has Jayden Smith case? Because I remember the Mandeville police station had came out. Mr. Kerry Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
He came out and he said that there was nothing more they could have done. So who now has the case?
Well, I don't think he said there's nothing more they can do. I think he said that they're doing everything. They listen to dreams, they listen to visions, right? Remember now, a missing person case, right, is never ever closed. Okay, the case is still open and the case is active. So if you hear anybody come out and telling us say the case is closed, the case is not closed. Even if it's 100 years and Jayden is still missing, he's still missing. Okay, them can't close out the case there. It will go cold. Murder cases can't close. It will go cold. Go ahead. Hello?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hear him.
Mm-hmm. So don't be discouraged.
So the Mandeville police station would still be in charge of, the investigation, or they turn it over to the higher heads in town?
Well, the case itself, right? It's currently with it's currently with the Mandeville police station, but I am not in the office of the DPP. Okay, the DPP probably is investigating the case based on the public, what you would say, attention that the case received in the past month. Okay, somebody is probably looking at it. I don't know. Okay, but as far what we know in the public domain is that the case is it's with the Mandeville area police department.
The reason why I ask is because we have been seeing this lack of interest from the Mandeville Police Department with regards to this case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it would have turned off a lot of people from who wants to, give information or whatever, because due to how they are not seeing the interest from that department in this case.
Yeah. So the thing is this, right? Anybody who's going to give information, right? And if they're fearful, okay, you can go on Google, right? And you can look up a number for the Department of Public Prosecution, okay? And you can call them and they will be able to create a safe passage for you to go and turn over whatever information you have. in the Jayden Smith case, if you're afraid to talk to the Mandeville police station, don't make anybody who say them a legal expert, right, telling you any different. Okay, you can absolutely, right, reach out to the DPP and they'll create a safe passage for you to come and produce whatever. Even if you want to be a crown witness, even if it's Mr. T and he's afraid of the police them down there, he can march himself into the DPP office and sit down and somebody will see him. Okay?
Right. And the next thing I wanted to find out is with Jayden's daddy.
Yeah.
He hasn't. Yeah, we haven't heard anything from him as yet, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's some challenges there, right? But we just have to, because just looking at the situation that he's in, we all grieve differently. And with him, he's the one who gave over his son to the slaughters, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So imagine what that person is living with, you know?
Mm-hmm. And we also have to remember that Jayden the yard that Jayden was living in is a big yard that has two houses.
Yeah.
And one of the house is the Thompson's house, and the next one is Jayden Daddy's house, where Jayden Daddy and brother live. So his daddy was living in the same yard where Jayden was living.
Was he? I never know that.
Yeah, it's a like how you would have a family property.
Yeah.
Right, and on that property is two houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, one that has the Thompson's family.
Yeah.
Then there is an older house that, Ann and Jayden Daddy, the mommy, that the mother that, they say is the Obia woman.
Yeah, they live in that house, yeah.
Right, that's the house that Jayden Daddy lives in, along with Jayden brother. So Jayden Daddy was living literally in the same house, on the same property where Jayden was living.
So where you going with this? You're saying the grandmother who is a Obia woman holding them tongue?
No, I am not saying that. I was only thinking that he's supposed to be going through a lot because he would have seen his son on a daily basis.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what you're saying. Yeah.
Right. He would have been seeing Jayden every day because that's the same yard that he's in.
Yeah.
So you can imagine he's supposed to be going through a lot with what happened.
Yeah, and if he really and truly loves his son, right, he's probably just burying his sorrow in the battle. Yeah. Because I mean they know that Shanique was the one who murdered Jayden. They know.
Yeah, they would have known. He would have known by now, and that's why one of the cousins came out saying he's just drinking a lot because he can't deal with what has happened to his son.
Yep. Yeah. It's sad. We just have to pray that he's able to sober up, and join forces with the mother.
Right. I think one of these days he's gonna come forward and say everything, but he knows. He have a lot of information.
I'm sure he heard in them. There's a lot of chatter in the family, and he probably hear them.
Right. So I hope one of these days he's able to come forward, get sober, and come forward. Because to hear his side of the story would have been very, very interesting.
Yeah, but I think the one with the most information, though, right, that
Mm-hmm.
can be crown witness is Mr. T and the driver called Romain, because they might still
Mm-hmm.
have the father in the dark. You
Mm-hmm.
get what I'm saying? They're not gonna tell the father outright what them do to him son. They're not gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. Yep. And hopefully he
Okay,
knows
then,
that
my
him.
boss.
Yeah. You gone?
Yeah, all right.
Okay, all right. Thanks for calling. All right.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to hearing surprise soon.
All right. Okay. All right. Take
Yeah,
care.
all right.
Yeah. That's a surprise fun right there. I know you guys love surprise. I tell you know I know how to identify talent. Yeah. So I'll touch base with surprise and see when he can appear. Because we have, you see, you have to understand the audience, right? We have a lot of spirit people inside of the Yard Boss movement, a lot of uno. Yeah. We have a few who might not understand the spiritual aspect of this case as yet, but if they are paying attention, them see it. Most can see it. The closer you get, the more hits you get. You know, see what go on over TikTok. You know, not see what go on over TikTok. Everybody a war. Wanna think all of them war. Everybody was nice and peaceful. And then all of a sudden, war. Hmm? The wicked people them a create confusion. Yes. And people are get attacked spiritually and them not understand. Cause them not believe. A spiritual attack. The bloggers them, some of the bloggers them are come under. Spiritual attack. And them not understand. I guess people over there in some areas and them pray for them, but it seems that the prayer going on one ear and they come out of another. No man, you have to sit down and you have to meditate and you have to pray for yourself and always keep that subconscious mind going and say, Father God, guide my footstep, show me the way. I saw me look on it, guide my footstep, show me the way. Mhm. You can't attack this just based on flesh alone. No, sir. Me can't handle this just based on flesh alone. I cannot. Tell you point blank, I cannot. All right, Shanique, we will not stop until your bleep is behind bars. You too wicked. Uno a bad breed from Muma straight down to Picnic. Okay, that is straight papa right there. So she Shanique, we will not stop. You's a bad breed, you too wicked. Mm-hmm. All right, Shanique husband will never give her up. I doubt it. That is a serious. All right, let me see what. So this person is saying that Shanique husband will never give her up. I doubt it is serious. Well, okay, all right. And you're a member of the Yard Boss community. A member of the Yard Boss community should not be typing those questions. But again, we have free thinkers over here, right? And people are allowed to voice their opinion. So let me just read what the member had to say, right? Shanique husband will never give her up. I doubt it this a serious case. So what the person is saying, it's not written properly, but the person is saying, I doubt this is a serious case, Yard Boss. And then they went on to say, so Shanique arrived on an overnight flight. Okay, let's break down that comment. You see, the thing is this, and this is one of the reasons why I cannot divulge too much information in members only section, because Shanique is all over, and Shanique have agents all over the place. Mhm. Now, to say that this I doubt this is a serious case. Why would you say that? You doubt it is a serious case. It is a serious case. It is a gigantic case. If you're a human being walking on Jalanya, on earth, you should not utter such words out of your mouth. Say you doubt that this is a serious case where people home and abroad, mothers home and abroad, crying for justice. How much serious you want? The wicked girl Pitney Fema foot broke and she fly from all the way foreign, come to Jamaica and murder Jayden. That's not serious. That's not a serious case. All right, but thanks for becoming a member. So every day I pray for justice to come for Jayden Smith. We have to continue to pray because prayers help. Prayers help. How can you have a child and that child go missing and you go silent and it's okay with CDA and the constabulary? That don't make sense. A lot of things don't make sense in Jamaica, my friend. A lot of things don't make sense in Jamaica. A lot of crime goes by the wayside in Jamaica. If you not come from uptown at Cherrygard, if you not come from up on the hills up at Jacks Hill, if you not come from Narbrook, if you not come from Meadowbrook, dog, near me supper. If you don't have people out here like YaadBoss and all the other bloggers fighting for justice for you, dog, nyam your supper. Good evening, this is YaadBoss, you're live on the air. Hello? Yes, you're live on the air. Yes, I'm hearing you.
YaadBoss, I talked to you the other night about Jayden Smith case.
Yeah.
And I said the Prime Minister should say something about it.
Yeah.
And I go tell Jamaica why. Miss Maris Honis, who is Andrew Honis' grandmother, she used to teach at the Austin Harriet School. The best teacher in the school. The teacher that all parents in the community trust with their children. Right. When you Miss Maris was the teacher that responsible for when you go to school, they used to have first form, second class up to sixth form.
Yeah.
Miss Maris is the teacher that teach first and second class.
Yes.
I mean, so when you just go to school, you drop right into Miss Maris' hand. Right?
Yeah.
When you reach the age to do examination,
yeah,
you go right back into Miss Maris' hand. Miss Maris is the one who, and Maris' phone is and your grandmother may I talk about.
Yeah.
Right? You go right back into Miss Maris' hand. Miss Maris is the one who prepare you for examination. Therefore, Jayden would be a child who just coming out of Miss Maris' hand.
Oh.
Who Miss Maris groom. To go into examination. And come out as an honor student. So that child would be Miss Maris' baby.
Oh, Jesus.
And I don't know if you know that.
That would be his grandmother, baby.
Yes. Miss Morris would be the one who groomed Jayden
Mm-hmm.
to become an honor student.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to enter a Manchester High School
Mm.
in her lifetime.
But here where the one them over partner draw TV say them have bigger fish to fry. Jayden
I
Smith.
hear all of that. That is behind the point.
Yeah.
And you need to go down to Goshen.
Mm-hmm.
Have a conversation with him, Dad,
Mm. Yeah.
about Jayden Smith. And making that tell him
Mm.
how his grandmother would feel about that place.
Mm. Wow.
He think people that.
Mm.
I don't think he know.
Andrew Wellness, that is an upstanding man in his community, He's well
Yeah, I know.
respected.
Listen, man. I said them I'm near, I them neighbor. You don't tell me nothing about Andrew, Daddy.
Mm.
And people let me know.
Oh. Wow.
I mean everything about them. I mean say outstanding people, reputable people them.
Yeah.
And you need to understand how his mother would feel, his grandmother would feel about that child.
Yeah.
You see, if that child in her time did happen to go to Arsenal school.
Well, tell.
All the students that leave Arsenal school and go to higher education.
Yeah.
It's Miss Mary's school in school them.
Yeah.
And me I tell her that.
So if you know Andrew and his father, tell him to talk to Andrew now and see if even Andrew can give like a statement.
I mean America, me live in.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and as I say, June is an old man now,
Yeah.
I'm probably not paying attention to these arguments. He's a very hard working man.
Yeah, he was helping his community during the hurricane relief.
Yeah, me understand all that. I say Mr. June is a very hard working man, and
okay.
Kind of in a age now.
Yeah.
It's hard to listen to them things.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's somebody let me know. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
Nothing you hard to listen to them things. But if Andrew should know what interests his grandmother would take in this case.
Yeah.
He would have come out and say something about it.
Yeah, and he holds that power. Like if he says something, and they would actually investigate it.
That twin grandmother.
Yeah.
That twin grandmother, Miss Mary's Sonis.
Yeah.
And when it come about teaching other people picnic and groom them, Miss Mary's take that very serious.
Yeah.
I mean, say she take it very serious.
Right. Yeah, man.
Right.
All right. So.
I heard me just tell Jamaica that we tell Andrew.
Yeah.
That about in grandmother we may not know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for the call. All right.
Yeah, man.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, my people. We're coming up on an hour and 49 minutes. I want to say thank you guys so much for joining another live stream on the YaadBossTv channel. Please like the stream and please subscribe to the channel if this is your first time seeing me on your screen. We're going to try this again another night with surprise. We just had a difficult day. And basically this live stream was to tell you guys exactly what is going on, right? The attacks that we're coming under. A lot of attacks. But just continue to pray for us. Pray for strength. Mm-hmm. Pray for strength. Until next time, my people. Walk good. This is your boss. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.